here? Hello?
There you go.
Okay. Kathy Thompson will tell me she can't hear me, so I have to speak up. Kathy, can you hear me? Can't hear me. Can you hear me? Is that good? All right. So the first on the, well, welcome everyone. The first on the agenda for our discussion today is finance. And Debbie has financials. And who's Rhonda presenting?
I think
Debbie's presenting.
we can,
Who's presenting?
I think Debbie could, and then if Wanda has any input, we could just put my phone up to the speaker and
Oh, okay. All
because
right.
she can talk to it.
So Debbie, while Debbie's passing that out. I tell you all a joke, but I can't remember them because they all go right over my head. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, are we good? We're getting there. I do know that while she's doing that, I'll tell you the relay, we're heading for over $4,000 with our final numbers. Yeah, we have more money that just came in and isn't posted yet, but our team will have over $4,000 on a goal of 3. So y'all are awesome. All right, here is Debbie.
Okay, Wanda, feel free to text Tony or something if you've got something to add.
Put it up to here.
She can speak though. We can hear her.
Oh, okay, or Wanda, if you want to just speak up, we'll get your input. You've got financials in front of you. This is through the first 6 months of the year. As you can see in our income section, we are over $7,000 over budget for this year in income. So thank you to all of you for your continued support of Trinity and its ministries. As far as expenses go, they're pretty much in line. We've had a couple of, the gas bill is just, for the year, what kind of a winter we had, so, and gas went up. So that's a little bit over budget for the year so far. Maintenance-wise, I don't think trustees, is there anything super or outstanding? Just the furnace?
Yeah, I'll get to it in a minute.
Okay. We'll get to the furnace in a minute. The parsonage furnace. But as far as expenses, we're pretty much in line with where we want to be through the first half of the year. So if you've got questions, take a look. Get hold of me or Wanda and we will answer your questions. Wendy, you're up. Wanda, got anything to add?
No, thank you.
Oh, Wanda says nothing to add.
Okay.
Anybody else need a copy?
Anybody have any questions before Debbie runs away?
Running away.
She's running away. Okay. The next thing on the agenda is missions. And we're going to chat a little bit about the pantry. But before we do that, we'd like to ask, I think this is going to be my last ask. We haven't got any response. So, but if anyone is interested in doing a Habitat for Humanity build, let anyone on the mission team or the pastor know. And we'll get us signed up. We were thinking September, October time frame, but we don't have a date because we don't have anybody saying we will do it, and we don't want to commit to something if we don't have folks out there. So let us know if you want to do that. I'll forever hold your peace because I'm not going to ask again. The pantry out here. We talked about the pantry at the council meeting. We had some issues for a little while with people taking food and dumping it out on the lawn, which is not helping the lawn. It's not the right nutrients for that, and the people that really need it aren't getting it. So we took a few steps. We put less food in at a time of like items. But that makes us sad because then people are coming and we don't have enough food in the pantry, even though we're doing something every day. But that was one avenue, and it's helping, but it's not the final solution. The council also agreed that we were going to put up motion lights, and I guess Renee, when she talks about trustees, can
Sure, remind me.
tell me what's going on with that. I haven't heard what's going on with that since we agreed to do that. The idea behind that is that it won't be so comfortable just to hang around, because the pantry is not the only problem out there, obviously. They're doing other things. The pantry is just one of the places that they're congregating. So we're going to put some motion lights around and make it so that when there's movement, people are less comfortable and less likely to just hang out. We've asked them to not be here more than 20 minutes. We've asked them not to dump food on the ground, obviously. But those are some of the things that we've done. Anything else? Were there three? That was it, right? Oh, yeah, sorry. She wasn't at the last meeting, but she has a job because she didn't come, so we gave it to her. So anyway, if y'all want to donate to the pantry, we still need donations and we appreciate what you're doing. So keep that up. Donations come from all kinds of places. And we got some this morning from little members of our congregation, so they're already learning how to give, and we really appreciate that. Any questions? And no, we're not locking the pantry if anyone's going to suggest that. That just invites someone to try to unlock it. Okay, so no questions. Next up is trustees. And Renee's going to tell me where my lights are.
Upstairs.
Wink, wink.
Hi, all. You remember me? Yeah, let me know when you forget me. The lights are upstairs, Wendy. The trustees did meet this month. We're going to, Mark and Rich and I are going to put lights up and some new cameras. Most of the trouble around the church are the homeless that are across the street at Safeway. And they have nothing to do with the pantry. So I get asked that a lot. Does the pantry drawing them in? No. They have no other place to be. They're not in their right mind. And the troublemakers are living over there. So no, it is not the pantry. Don't even think that. Let's just squash that now. The trustees did work at getting a new air conditioner and furnace for the parsonage. The air conditioner had gone out. Sarah says thank you. The air conditioner was going out. It was 22, 23 years old, 26 years old. So when we talked with the furnace experts, they said, you know, the furnace is going to be the next to go. Let's just do it all at once and save a little bit of money in a trip charge. So the parsonage got a brand new furnace and a brand new air conditioner and a brand new controller that the minister and his lovely wife are trying to figure out how to work. We got it. So we've been working hard at that. What was the other thing? Oh, the upstairs. Yeah, the trustees are working on the parking lot sale. Please participate. This is your chance to clean out your closet. You can rent a space out here and sell it yourself, or you can donate your items to the church. Mark and a couple people said that they would come by and pick it up if you couldn't bring it. Please do not give us couches. I don't have a big enough horse trailer to haul 5 couches over here. Okay, so that's coming up. It's your chance to clean out your closet, make some extra money for the church. We're going to use that money for the parking lot sale to go towards the money we spent on the furnace and air conditioner. Okay, that's already been designated. I am working on the upstairs. Not the... the union group is providing food that day. So if you don't want to cook at home, come see us, garage sale, enjoy, hang out. It's August 19th from 8 to 1. Anything that's left over is going to ARC, Habitat for Humanity, and Salvation Army. Mark Thompson is working on getting a plaque made to dedicate the tree out front. We're trying to find somebody who can do us a really nice plaque for the dedication of the tree. So we are working on a few things. The sprinklers were repaired earlier this month. Anything else from the lawn people? Nope. All right. If you guys got questions, you know where to find me. Wendy, you're up.
Okay, thanks, Renee. Do we have a representative from SPR?
Me. I don't think there's anything.
Well, come on down, I'll tell you what you're gonna talk about.
Okay, fine.
Here are the glasses. Oh, no, you just that.
Oh, I guess SBR
Right up here.
is going to be,
See, stand here.
is going to be needing input about music starting anytime probably, but hopefully starting up by this fall. So any ideas for members, directors, any ideas about music would be greatly appreciated.
Thank you. Any questions on that? I know y'all can sing. And you don't want it to be me, so you really want it to be you. Okay, last thing on the agenda, this just says pastor. So I would like to introduce our pastor, Bryson.
To add two quick addendums to the last two reports, in addition to the lights, we now have 2 additional security cameras that will be going up. That will bring our total to 4. And we have 1 more that will go on the inside at some point. So that's all we're probably going to do is about 5. So those will be going up as well. And for the SPR report, we're just looking for input for Sunday morning music. I mean, Brian retired after 22 years of service and ministry of this church, and now we're looking forward, and we have a clean slate ahead of us. We have open possibilities, so we want to know, what do you want to hear? What sort of efforts or musical endeavors do you want us to do? And so it's just a time for SPR to listen and to see what the future holds. All right, as far as my report goes, I alluded to it a little bit upstairs, but we are entering a fall season that is largely wide open. I find that exciting because as a pastor and as our church leaders will tell you, there's always something we feel we need to tell the congregation. There's always some sermon topic I think, oh goodness, they need to hear about that where we are right now. There's always been something in church council that's had priority that we needed to communicate to you. But now we're in a stable place. I mean, as you heard, our finances are pretty darn good. We're in a stable place in that time of crisis that need to tell you things, that need to direct us. We're in a moment where that's not so pressing. So we would love to have your input on things going forward this last 6 months of the year. We've got an open sermon series that is going to be based off of questions you want to know about, topics you'd like to hear about. I'd especially like help. There's another sermon series I'm doing. This one will be in September. The prior one will be in October. The one in September I'm calling Your Spiritual Bucket List. You may have saw the note in the Friday e-news, but we're going to start that the week after Labor Day. But I'm wondering, what would be on your spiritual bucket list? The bucket list being the things, experiences you want to do before you kick the bucket. So what spiritual things would you like to do? What aspects of your faith would belong on that list? I would love to hear about what that looks like for you and include that in our sermon series. So There will be a feedback sheet that's going to be online, and there will also be physical copies here starting next week. So you can fill that out. We'll have a little mailbox you can put that in, and we'll start tallying votes and seeing what that sermon series will look like. Then the one in October will just be your questions and things you want to know about. So we are opening up the next couple months to you. And that also includes studies, Bible studies. I'd like to teach one this fall, but I'd love to teach it on what you want to hear about. So, as Tom Petty would say, the future is wide open and the sky is the limit. So where is the Spirit working in you? What do you want to know about? So that's all I have for you. It's just an appeal for feedback and your guidance going into this last 6 months of the year, and just a big thank you for where we're at right now. I mean, Trinity is in a rock solid position, and this is a great foundation to continue to build amazing dreams off of, and God is certainly doing that. So well done to everybody.
So one other thing too, just we're looking at starting, so we have the Women's Spiritual Circle that meets on Monday nights. It's at First United Methodist. We're looking to start a second one. It's part of Union, but it's going to be here on Sundays after worship. So if you have any people with young kids, we're looking for ways to do childcare with it for more of the millennial group. But so if you have kids in the area or people that are kind of looking to connect with like a group of women, but not in like a church setting, they're just not comfortable with that. We're going to be starting that at the end of August. We'll be upstairs just after service and kind of be a lunch group with childcare. We're going to be looking, we kind of thought about, we're going to be studying a book called When Breath Becomes Air, and we do like some reading and just some journaling, and just kind of talking together and sharing our lives together. So we have one already on Mondays at 4 at First Church. There's a lot of us that work during that time. I don't usually get there till almost as it's ending. So we're going to start a second one here. So if you know anybody that would be interested, just talk to me. It's not like super religious, but it's just more of a spiritual kind of time to really build community.
All right, so just in case you didn't hear the first 2/3 of that announcement, the Union Ministry, our shared millennial group between us and First United Methodist Church, we have our first dedicated small group that will be meeting here starting in the fall. It is a second women's small group. So if you are interested in that, my wife is going to be heading that up. So please chat with her. So I'll open it up to questions after Pastor Kathy. What have you got for us?
Just letting you. Great. Yeah, great, Pastor. On Wednesday, September 6th at 11:30 is the next Joy Club.
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, okay, 11 o'clock. I'll have to tell it. But, we are going to have a program on recycling, and it will be amazing. It will tell you things that you didn't know and probably do want to know. I asked the folks here, got kind of a blank stare for good reason. If you recycle using your blue cart, what happens to the things in your blue cart? That will be an interesting thing to discover. Not what you think.
Right. All right, thank you, Pastor Kathy. Yes, Joy Fellowship is coming back first week of September. So that'll be fun like it always is. Hope you're looking forward to that.
Invite people. Invite other people.
Yes, invite. That's a good way to do it. All right, are there any other questions? Any other reports? Anything else that people at the church need to know?
There are 31 kids for BBS.
31 kids for VBS. How many volunteers? Round number.
21 right now.
21 volunteers. So we got 50 plus people who will be serving and experiencing VBS this next week. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So prayers are welcome, and stop on by if you want to see the fun. It's open. If you want to come by and see him singing and just experience the fun, you're welcome. All right, I'm seeing no other. So, Wendy, are you good to close this session, okay?
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you, Wanda. Again, many prayers to you and Dawn, and many other people who are watching this. This is recorded and put on our YouTube site, so if you have any questions, folks who watch this later, just write it in the chat box. We'll react to it. But otherwise, I'll send us out with this blessing. Go forth, stay cool, serve God. Amen.
Amen.
Have a good afternoon, friends.
Bye, Wanda. Thank you very much. Were you able to hear okay? Were you able to hear okay? Now that I'm thinking about it, that might be one of our tasks is to make down here a little bit more Zoom compatible. I'll visit with Tony about it. Okay. Bye. Much love to you both.
It's just like I carry, so I carry my phone and
Okay, so
my dad, like, it's like